Everybody, hope you are having another blessed day, and again, I am back on my level 65 Storm. Now, recently in the video, I showed you what I plan on using for basically my Nuba Storm for PvP and the gear and the deck setup. Now, I'm going to show you what I have for basically doing quests and basically daily assignments. I still do my daily assignments every single day on every one of my wizards. Because there's still some really good drops you can get. You can get some arena tickets, which is how I afford some of my jewels. You can get some crowns, which is really nice, when especially during this time, the double crown XP, I think. Or double daily assignment bonus. And also for the final chest award, I've gotten multiple spell-defied jewels, which is awesome to get. Because I'm not having any luck with my jewel farms, if getting those. But thankfully from these daily assignments, I've been getting actually spell-defied jewels. I know last week, I actually got 3 of them out of my 6 wizards. I actually got 3 of them in 1 week, which was awesome to get. Which is also where I added, I think, onto my death. I may show you in the future, I added one of those jewels onto one of the pets I had. But we're getting off task, okay? We're getting off task. I'm just here to show you what I'm basically trying to use for, doing my day assignments, or even, helping out in the kiosk. Because when I'm at level 65, I don't plan on getting any more gear, so I decided to try to get the best gear I could, in my opinion, for doing this bunch of daily tasks, or stuff like that, okay? So let's just show you what I have and what I'm using now for my max wizard. And again, I am a solo wizard, but this game's kind of easy to solo, because they seem to nerf everything. So, 65, I have 2,800 health, so less than my PvP, but I still have pretty good health for being a solo wizard, and not any, PvP-based gear. My damage is okay. It's 105. It could definitely be higher, because again, I told you, I do not have the whole Professor Horde's wand, which I'll jump off here. I'm actually really trying to mess with this, because the final reward is actually one of those packs. So, since I'm already doing these anyways, get one of these packs free would be pretty interesting. Okay, it definitely would help me out if I can get one of these for free. So, I may try to get to that. Don't know if I will. I'm basically going to run out of time. I figure sure I started a day late. Because I usually do my daily assignments early in the morning. And these don't usually go live till 11. I usually do my day stays at 9 a.m. So, for the first day of this event, I actually didn't even get my whole 20 points on all my wizards. Because I already did my daily assignments. So that really annoyed me there. And I wish they would change that, or at least have them go live definitely sooner. Because that really hurts me when I try to get stuff done early. Okay. So, that was unfortunate. But, yeah. We're getting off track again. I'm always getting off topic. I don't know why. Let's just jump back to getting gear. So, I'm at 105 damage, which is okay. 22 to universal, 25 because of the boots. The Professor Horde pack boots. So, my defense is not that good. I usually have more with a different pet, but I'll show you one of the pets I got from I think one of the Pet the Mega series, I think the last one I've done, and that's kind of the pet I'm using now. So yeah, low resist, but then my accuracy is still 33, and you should know why I have 33 accuracy, because I'm using the whole side staff, but also I'm doing this because when I'm questing, I don't want to ever fizzle, okay? A lot of times I'm just spam temping, and that's just the thing Storm does, especially when questing, you just want to spam temp every turn. And that's how you just slay all the minions, how you control all the mob fights quickly. Even if you just got a blade once, then temp or something like that, even a Stormlord. It's good just to hat build and never fizzle. Though my critical has been definitely pretty bad recently. I don't think I critical in the last 2 days. And I'll show you my critical. It's 64%, so it's not like it's bad. It used to be at 75, the bundle one I used to have. But it's still 64, but I'm just not critical. And I just don't know why. I think it's pretty weird. Hopefully I'm just having a bad streak and it starts shooting up next couple of days. Or if the 64 is apparently just the worst level to have of critical, I don't know. Because I feel like I've critical way more on my life than I have my storm recently. And my life only has 21% critical. So I don't know what's going on. But hopefully I'm just on a down streak. So, but yeah, 64% critical. Block is dead. I don't have any pierce because I don't feel like having any pierce when doing quests is important. You may should, because honestly, the most you can get on your gear is maybe 6%. And when you're doing 6% pierce, that's not really changed any of your damage. So I'd rather just have jewels, they'll boost my damage. So it kind of boosts my crit. And then for power pip, 104. Because with all my gear and try to do, I always like to have max power pip. That way I never have to worry about getting a fail pip. Because that can really hurt you in a dungeon. You're trying to go for a Stormlord, you have, say, 5 pips, you're going to hit next turn, and you get a white pip. 6, have to blade again, but you didn't get hit. So I don't have to worry about that, because that now I can just solely focus on my strategy. Maybe double blade into a Stormlord or a Temp or something like that. I never have to worry about a failed pip, and that's really good. Okay. A lot of people say, well, to have that like 1 or 2% is not bad, but you know, it's always going to be in the back of your mind. You're always going to be thinking, what if I fail pip here in this crucial situations? And most of the time, there are no situations. King's Island was one loves to mess with you, and you're always going to probably get a fail pip or fizzle during those crucial times. So I just made it for my whole stats that I never have to worry about that. That still just ruins the game for you. This isn't a hard game, but that's probably the worst part of games when you mess up or fail pip or something like that, or fizzle on the crucial times. No matter what happens, how many times you fail a drop, this always hurts more. So I just try to avoid that with all my gear and all my wizards. Alright, so for stats, it's very similar to my PvP with very small changes. We still got the whole House of Scales hat, and also the robe. And the robe for the spell gives is really important because I can't even learn this spell to get the Avalon, and I don't plan on going there. So before you can have this spell, unless you buy TC, but I think just buying TC just kind of avoids the problem, especially when you only need one. But having that basically just says I don't have to have 2 from Prism at once, because sometimes you play against a Storm boss and also a Storm minion, and you have to Prism both of them, because a lot of times they'll have like 50 plus resist, which is just not good for low level. So this gives me basically a way to just save me a turn. Then I have the Hearthstone's boots, or I guess slippers. Side staff, which again I may replace if I ever do get the Professor one with the big critical and damage. But again, I still think this is way better to get like something like this. This is probably one of the best ones you can get right now, level 60. If you don't get like a pack one, this is from a bundle I have a bunch of when I was making like Jade gears and stuff. Because you know it gives really good critical, decent damage. But again, even though it's 11% critical, that's the thing I miss the most is the critical. Never had to worry about Fire Pip, and I'm never going to fizzle. It's still really nice to have. So I'm going to stick with this right now. Then I have the Bear Claw Storm. You get this from Bazaar. And since I have such high critical, well not critical, but accuracy because of this, I'm able to socket in this a Storm Blade. So I get an extra blade I can add to my gear, which is really nice to have. And this drill I actually have there actually gives me 2 Storm Blades. I usually only use one, because I don't want to have this like double stack of blade. Cause I plan to just blade once or 2 free times for a boss and just kill him with that. So I don't want to kind of overstack my hand. But it's just still really nice. And again, I added critical. I may honestly switch that to just plan out damage. I feel like damage would probably be better because since my critical it only changes my critical by 1%. So if I give up 1% damage by critical, I can maybe put on 50 to 60 more damage with all my jewels. So, I don't know. I may experiment with that, but I may actually switch these criticals to just plan out damage. Because damage is really nice to have. Then for my amulet, the only one I use, basically all my storms, it's this one because, again, I'm a solo wizard. So it gets really hard sometimes playing as a storm when you're basically going to fizzle. Well, not fizzle, but get hit really hard. Especially when I'm playing as like a tank. Not a tank, but a glass cannon. I only have 20 resist, so hits can hurt bad. But this basically gives me 300 extra health as compared to like, I think it was like a chest amulet that gives you like 2% damage and maybe some other like spells. But it only gives you about 100 health. This gives basically 3 times that. And this is how I'm able to have 2800 instead of something like 2600. So that is crucial, I feel like. And you can even buy this from Bazaar, which is really nice. And also from Bazaar is also the Amethyst Ring of Battle. It's just the 56 ring for a storm. You get it for every school. Really nice. And again, I may swap out that critical for more damage. I feel like that may come more in handy, especially since I don't seem to critical at all right now. And for my pet, we have Princess Mocha, which you guys have seen recently. And with my pet Demegas, and it is a quad critical and double damage pet. And it also gives me a blade, which of course I'll say anytime you're questing and you're playing a hero, make sure you have at least a pet that has a blade. That'll come in so much handy, okay? Storm Gulcher. And then I actually have the Dragon Fire deck, okay? Now, one reason I had a Dragon Fire deck instead of using like the Maelstrom deck here, which I do have ready, is because I accidentally socketed my Mass Prism onto this one early, okay? I didn't know this deck existed until like 5 days ago. But that's fine, because honestly, when you're doing like questing and stuff and all this stuff that's not have to do with PvP, you don't really care you don't want to have like a huge deck or a huge like side deck. So this is fine with me. I don't get like any health difference here. I just get basically more side deck and more spells with the Maelstrom deck, but I don't really need that. So I'm probably just going to stick with this. I could honestly run a deck that only has like 10 side deck and like 10 spaces in the main deck. I can do that as long as I get this Triangle Socket on, but Dragonfire again is just like Maelstrom. You can maybe buy this one from Bazaar. It's kind of rare, but you can always buy this one from Bazaar. So I put the Mass Prism because again, I cannot get that spell until I get the Avalon, and I don't plan on to. So in case I need to, this gives me a chance to get a second Mass Storm Prism in my deck. So there's that. And then for main deck, it's really small. I have basically this free hits in with Gargantuan, 1 Stormlord, 2 Temps for the temp spam, 1 Stormblade, 1 Mental Blade. And then for some metal cards, 1 hit in case I get like Bad Juju or Ifrit. Ifrit's the big cause there, or I'm doing like Lore Master and I get the double weakness. I can hit those off with that. Then I have 1 Stormblade. I think this one's from my pet. These are the 2 blades that I get from the attachment to my Avum. But I only need 1, so I X out one of them. And then I have 1 Mass Storm Prism. But I can always top in 2 if I need to. So that's always a good option. I love having the option to put 2 Mass Storm Prisms in. I actually don't have the TC of it, and I don't really need it, because now that I have this, I don't need a TC. And then my TC deck is kind of meh. I have Sprite, in case those random noobs that I get stuck with and they seem to die. I can heal them for sure, because I'm not going to fizzle a Sprite because my side staff, so I can heal them on that last turn. Free Pierces, free Cleanse Charms. I got 5 Feints, because Feints is always nice. Even if I'm a Storm, I actually have Feint learned on my Storm, because I do solo. So if I do get a chance and I try to play it correctly, I find a good turn to Feint, and that usually helps me get a solid kill on my like the bosses and stuff. 2 Krakens, because I've randomly had these enchanted, I guess. So I just try to chuck them in there. And then I have 5 Stormlords and 5 Tempests, because these are my main hits. And then 2 Tritons, because I randomly had this for, I think, my Eva Magma P farm. So I was like, you know what? We'll just chuck some Tritons in here. You never know. I maybe go against one more boss stuff and have 6 Pips, and I somehow had a fail Pip or something. Which isn't possible now, so I don't know why I still have these in here. I'll probably swap these out for, I don't know, more Feints, maybe a Stormblade. I don't know. But yeah, these are in there. And yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. So in case you want to take one more quick look at my stats. The critical is meh, you know it's 64%. It seems to hate me right now. But yeah, that's the video. Now, at this time, if you want to leave your own suggestions of what you do at level 65 on a Storm Wizard, if you're doing like more questing and stuff and don't plan on leveling up, I'd love to see it and compare stats with you guys. This is what I personally enjoy, and it's been pretty fun using the last couple of days when I finished it. And I think it's really good to use in the game Wizard101. Now, if you found this helpful or enjoyed the video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. This game just shows me that you enjoy this content and helps me get closer to 50 subscribers so I can do that big pet giveaway or pet hatching giveaway to all of you guys out there who's been helping support me and watching my vids. And I'm thankful for that every single day. Now, like I always say at the end of my videos, I hope the rest of your week is blessed. And I hope I see you, yes you, watching through the screen right now on your phone. Yes, looking at you. I hope I see you all in the next video. See ya.